Hello and welcome. My name is Aoife Gaffney from Prudence Many Penny Coaching. Financial abuse is a delicate and sensitive subject. It is a hot potato, but sometimes it does need to be talked about, and I will do my best to cover the subject as sensitively as I can while still offering value and some tips for you to follow. Abuse is anything that causes distress, discomfort, or harm. It is important to understand that it does need to happen over a prolonged period of time. So who am I? I am a life and relationship coach. I'm also a certified money coach. I'm a 4-time international best-selling author. I work in adult education, primarily with women who are looking to return to education and to return to the workforce. I'm a parent and I'm also an experienced abusee. I'm not a victim. I'm not a survivor. I have experienced abuse and I have come out the other end. Gaslighting is probably one of the most difficult forms of abuse to pinpoint, but I'd like you to ask yourself some of the following questions. If you feel that somebody is putting ideas into your head that were never there in the first place, or you're being made to believe something that you know is absolutely not true, or words are being put into your mouth over a prolonged period of time, then it's possible that you are experiencing what is referred to as gaslighting or emotional manipulation. So these are some things that I would encourage you not to do. I would strongly encourage you not to ignore things. I'd also encourage you not to ignore yourself, because you know yourself better than anybody else. And when other people say simple things like, can you not just leave him? Can you not just leave your job? Can you not just leave her? Can you not just? Their advice is coming from a good place, but it may not be the right words for you to hear at the time. I'd also ask you not to go into victim mindset. When you go into victim mindset, it changes your emotional energy. So please step into your own power. You can come through this. You can come out the other end. Lots of people have. I did, and there are ways. And hopefully this presentation will give you some ideas as to how you might like to think about what's right for you and what path is right for you. These are things you can do. You can be aware. You can be self-aware. If something doesn't feel right, then it probably isn't right. Do tell someone. If you feel you are experiencing any form of abuse, you're being denied access, particularly when it comes to money, you're being denied access to money, whether it's your money or somebody else's, you are being denied access, or you are being asked to account for everything, every movement that you make, every euro that you spend in an unreasonable way, it is possible that you are experiencing financial abuse. So do tell somebody, and start with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And when you say it out loud to somebody else, it can give you a huge sense of relief. That person could be a GP, it could be a friend, and it could be a complete stranger. It doesn't matter. It's the idea of saying it out loud to somebody else. Keep a journal. That could be a notebook, it could be voice notes, it could be an online journal, it could be a combination of things, but do keep a record of events. It keeps your thoughts in order, and also it does provide a record that if you do need to go down a road where a record of events needs to be examined, it can be very useful. Trust yourself, trust your judgment. If you are being gaslighted, your ability to trust yourself will become impaired, but when you keep journals, it will keep your mind and your thoughts in order. Emotional freedom technique is a fabulous method for calming your mind and giving you clarity. There are lots of free videos on YouTube, but you can also reach out to me or some of my colleagues that I'll mention in a moment, or simply Google EFT on YouTube, and there are lots of videos for you to follow. So here are some tips. Keep some cash at separate locations. That could be singular or plural. So you could keep some cash in a friend's house. It could be in your car, in a pocket of your handbag. in your drawer at work, whatever it is. Keep small amounts of cash in various different locations and start adding to those. Begin to separate your finances. If you think that that's the route that you're going to go down, then start to separate your finances. It can take a little while, but do start that process. Even if you only start it in your head, look at setting up online-only bank accounts, something like Revolut, PayPal, or N26. Now, there are lots of others. Be mindful of Revolut because it does go on your phone number. So if there's somebody else involved in the equation that's a Revolut user, they may well see your phone number come up in the list of people that they could send money to. Set up a new Gmail address, something secure and something that doesn't bear a relationship to you or your name. If you want to do online searches, then go use incognito mode, avoid logging into Google Chrome, and use a computer or device belonging to somebody else, or use the library computer. But once again, please do not log into Google Chrome, because otherwise you're leaving a digital trail behind. Avoid using smart home technology. That's something like Google Home, Alexa, or Siri. If they are present, there's nothing you can do about them, then they're difficult to avoid. But bear in mind that your smart home technology is linked to your user account. So if you do a search and you have smart home technology, even if you're away from the house and you're using your phone, there is a record of what you have been looking at. Do contact the Revenue Commissioners and the Department of Social Protection. You may be surprised as to how helpful they can be, particularly the Department of Social Protection. They may give you some advice as to what allowances or payments that you are entitled to. And if you do decide to pursue a route of independence, you'd be quite surprised at how helpful that they can be. Women's Aid are also excellent. They are completely free. Penzu is an online free journaling software. It's not that well known, which is why I recommend it, because it's unlikely that somebody else is going to come across it. Unpust also offer a free virtual postal address. That's unpust.com/address point. Completely free. There is no digital trail if you want to begin to divert some of your written correspondence. Reach out to MABS. They offer a free money advice and budgeting service, but they are 100% confidential. If you do need to make a report, you can make a report to the HSE Safeguarding Confidential Recipient. Their address is on the HSE website, and reach out to safeireland.ie. I recently released a book called 11 Aligned Alchemists, and you can purchase a copy on prudencemoneypenny.com/11. And the reason I mention the book is because some of my co-authors talk in their chapter about how they exited challenging relationships. So you might like, and some of the authors, including myself, are EFT practitioners, so you are more than welcome to reach out to them. And the proceeds from the book are going to Kiva. Kiva.org is a social enterprise and charity that supports micro-enterprises, and predominantly women who are looking for access to finance and who might otherwise be denied access to finance and loans. So that is something that's very much in alignment with my values. So here is how you can get in touch. I have a list of my contact details there, and I offer anyone that I speak to a 15-minute complimentary consultation. So I do wish you the best, and I hope that this presentation was of some use to you. And once again, thank you for having me.